Hey, summer friends, Olivia here. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another CC speed build. If you are new around here, I am doing a challenge right now where I'm doing the color challenge. Yeah, we've all seen it. Mine's just a little bit different because I'm not taking it very literal. I'm just doing, it's like, for example, this is green vibes. So the house, it just has that aesthetic. But this is actually a redo. My last video just wasn't green enough. So I changed the name to that one to Greenish, and this one is green. So I felt like I did a better job of the challenge on this video than I did the last one. Anyway, how are you? I hope you are doing fabulous. I am having a super chill day. I just don't have any true plans other than making charcuterie tonight. So I don't think I ever really even talk a lot about it on the channel, considering I'm not the best at always posting anymore. But I do own a charcuterie business. We make cute little boards and boxes, and we do things for like weddings and events. Well, we started it about 6 months ago, and it's my mom and I together. We started it, and it has been going so well. So well, in fact, that we had to get a commercial kitchen to be able to use it for, to get our area license and permits and stuff. And we even landed a contract, working on another one right now. But what that means is we're making things weekly for them. So it's like consistent income, which is pretty cool. And so we will be doing that prep and stuff tonight. That's kind of the new norm. We have prep nights where we prep all the food and then we make all the cute boxes and then we drop them off. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. But right now I'm just relaxing and enjoying being inside because it's really, really hot out. We're in Kansas City and it is just freaking hot. I'm the kind of person that I avoid sweating at all costs. Like if you know me in real life, like sitting outside, hanging out is not my thing. But when we moved to this house, we have a really cool backyard and we have a pool back there now too. And so I will be out there if I'm getting in the water. I will also be out there if there's like a cool breeze. But like days like today that it's just hot, there's just no reason to be sitting there chilling. I don't know how people can just sit and chill in the heat and be sweating like from their face. They're just hanging out and sweating. No, 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 no. That is not my kind of chill at all. Speaking of which, I like had and related to that, I had an adult moment. You ever have one of those where you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm an adult. I can do what I want." Well, I had that. So a friend of ours asked us to go to their Fourth of July barbecue, and she's talking about it, and her husband's talking about it. I'm like, "Oh yeah, yeah," and it sounded great until she was like, something along the lines of like, "And people better not be at my house." Like, I'm like, "Oh yeah, no." Okay, if you're having an event and I cannot be in your home relaxing in the AC, like it's probably not going to be something I go to. So anyway, they leave. Robert and I were talking about it, and I said, I just feel like I'm gonna be miserable. I'll be a hot mess. He's like, well, you don't have to go. I'm like, you're right. I'm an adult and I do not have to go. If it's something that I don't, I can still love them and do other events with them. I don't have to go if it's something I don't like to do. It's just sometimes that you forget. You forget that we're an adult and we can choose what it is we do and don't do, which is awesome, by the way. It's great being an adult sometimes. It's just the fact that sometimes I think I just forget that. Yeah, do things you like to do and don't do the things you don't. But speaking of things that I do like to do, I love to build these lofts. Now, of course, there are people out there that could build BA awesome lofts in The Sims. Mine's very basic, obviously, but it made me think of a time when literally that was my dream to live in a loft downtown, live that lifestyle of like, going. I just pictured, going and picking up a couple groceries at the neighbor market and just all those things. Well, we actually decided to live out that dream of mine, and Robert reluctantly found us a really cool loft. The whole concrete floors, all that. This is a couple years ago. Hayden wasn't even born yet, so we just had the girls, and I was in that like weird stage of life where I was kind of having maybe a little bit of a identity type, trying to figure out like who I am, what I wanted type thing. Anyway, so I decided I wanted to live in a loft. It was my dream. Robert was so sweet and just followed along, and he hates downtown. He hates all that. Now looking back, it's so silly, but it was a dream of mine. And so we were living at the time month to month, or at least had been up for quite some time. And we thought, well, before we go start to save for a house, before we find another house to rent. Let's try it. Let's try the lifestyle of living downtown for a while. And so we go and get this apartment. We had a move-in date. We paid a deposit. All those things. Getting our mail even transferred over. That's how far we were into it. And we were doing a walkthrough, and it was kind of almost surreal, really, when I look back on it. It was just not meant to be. But a couple things happened where one, the we were going to be, I think, on the second or third floor, and we were arguing about the fact that they said we would have new appliances at the time and they hadn't done it yet. They didn't have a date of when they would, when really that was really one of the deciding factors why we chose that specific loft, was because it had updated new it was gonna have new everything, as opposed to like some really ugly old stuff. So that was one of the first things. And then the second thing was the windows itself, so they open up from the top, so they fan out, if that makes sense. And they weren't going to put locks on them. They didn't have to. It wasn't something they had to do apparently, but I had small children. And the guy at the time said, yeah, smaller kids, it's not really friendly for smaller kids. And in that moment it made me think, this is probably not right for my family. It was what I wanted, what I thought I wanted. But it probably wasn't right. The drive home, I was so upset at myself, really, that I had pulled Robert along for this. And we have two kids, and just it was just a dream I thought I wanted to live out, and it just wasn't the right time. And so we canceled that. But it's funny because the other day Maya was talking about how she wanted to live downtown, and I was like, what, you want to live downtown, and I was thinking I could live through her, I can someday. And Rob and I joke about it too. We said we're going to retire downtown. No. Now when we go downtown, like, this is years ago, but now when we go downtown, I almost have a panic attack, legit, about the traffic, the stop go. Is it one way? Is not, like, it is almost enough to make me just freak the crap out. And so again, things happen and things don't happen for a reason. And looking back, it was so surreal how that guy said that. And in my mind, it was like, you know what? This probably is not ideal for two little kids. And we're not going to do this. We're going to get our money back, and we're going to just save up to buy a bad to the bone house. That's what we're going to do. And that's exactly what we did. Who do you watch for like SimCC? Like, who is your hands down favorite YouTuber for SimCC? I need some recommendations because I think I've talked about it before. Well, I'm almost certain I've talked about her before. Sims Gallery is by far the best SimCC YouTuber. Name someone else, I'll wait. No, I don't know. But for me, she really is top for me. Her style matches my style. I like all the things she does. But she doesn't post as often, so I need someone else, because when I fall asleep at night, I watch a SimCC build or Chopped. There's no in between. So I need somebody else to watch that does CC, because I'm not really into the base game building. I never can get into it. The more CC, the better. And I know, like, Dr. Ashley, she has a pretty good following. I thought about maybe checking her out. I think I've watched a couple of her videos before. She does like curb appeal. I might like that. But anyone else that you like just find yourself liking, you can binge watch or hang out, have in the background when you're getting your day going or whatever. Or for me, like when I fall asleep, I would love to hear it. Please share below. I would just absolutely love that. You know what else I love? Cups. I have an addiction to buying cups. Please tell me I'm not alone. I buy them. This is the deal. I see a cup I want. I try to talk myself out of it. Typically doesn't happen. I buy said cup, and then I lose a straw on the lid, and it's trash to me. That is the joke around the house. It's true. But I found this cup. It's a neon studded cup at Target over the weekend. And I find myself sitting at my desk today just smiling at it. I know I can't be alone. Come on. There's no way that I'm the only crazy cup person. I know I have friends who are the same way. They have to have a new cup, and it makes their whole life. That is exactly what I'm feeling right now. I just feel super happy about this cup. And it's the little things in life, people. And that is so true. Not to go on a rant, but it is so the little freaking things in life. There is a quote on Pinterest. I don't know. Someone said it a lot better than I'm going to say it, but you have to romanticize things like getting up on a rainy day and hearing the rain, or for me, buying a cup. Your favorite things for dinner tonight. You get to do this on Saturday. Someone texts you good morning, whatever. You have to be excited and happy about those little things in life because that's really all we get is like a whole little bunch of snippets of little things. That's what makes up our whole entire life. And so we have to learn to love those little things and be here for it. I am so about it. Like again, I'm sitting here smiling at a freaking cup, but it makes me happy, and I love it. It's silly, but this is our life. This is what we get to live for, and it makes life just so much more fun. If I'm being honest. Anyway, I hope that you like the way this cute little green loft turned out. I have so many more videos recorded for this Color Vibes playlist, so I'll be sure to post them this week and next week and going into the next, hopefully. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. If you like what I'm doing, please do the YouTubey things, like, share, whatever. And I will talk to you next time.
I'm done with hitting your wall. Short notice, I just gotta let you know. You